All right, this is for the new pilots class, March 5th, 2018. No worries, no hurries. Many years ago, 10, 20 years ago, I didn't really say this. It's very informal. But Mr. So-and-so is going to be late. Hey, no worries, no hurries. Yok or yokada. Actually, a lot of Koreans have told me just use this. Curse, swear, cuss. To use foul language, to use four-letter words. Why four-letter? S-H-I. F's use. Okay. This has two meanings, remember? Swear for mengsehe. Cuss is very American. I think it's more from Americans because I've had some British or Australian teachers say, no, we don't say that. This morning, I said that one of the students had sosa. Just kidding. It was me. Have diarrhea. Experience is something like you've never had it or, oh, I've never experienced that. Some kind of special. But usually the verb is have diarrhea. By the way, that word is not easy to spell. Okay, a movie. We're going to use the story or the plot. I like this one, the plot. The summary. Now, synopsis is, I think, just a word for newspapers, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, that word's about 2. What does it mean to speak a language? I think that if you can sit down in a Starbucks or a coffee shop and speak for 1 hour, maybe tell an entire story, that's a pretty good level. I handed out the master vocabulary list today. It was quite exciting. And then I said, is everybody here? All present and accounted for? You can use this on the plane too. Are all the passengers present and or accounted for? Dap. We don't want to say stuffy. Stuffy's for the room. Oh man, this room is stuffy. Frustrated, pull out my hair. Oh, that computer. I want to pull out my hair. But we don't say I feel stuffy. Now, if you're really sad, you're really, really sad, your father says, son, I'm going to China. Okay. My chest hurts so bad that I want to die. I feel like I have this heavy pain on my chest, this weight on my chest. My chest feels so heavy, there's a weight on my heart. I feel like I can't breathe. It's suffocating me. And this is a joke that the dog is sitting on you. But that's if you're sad. Dinged. I got dinged. I got marked off on the test. I took the EPTA. I did okay in the grammar, but I got marked off. I got dinged on the pronunciation. Sermon. Give a sermon. Pastor, reverend, minister. For priest, shimbu. He's my priest. If you're talking to him, hello, Father. How are you doing, Father? But what's his job? He's a priest. Yoyak. Give, to sum up, to give the recap, give the recap, go over the class. I'm hoping for Kakao Talk messages where you guys give the recap. Sorry. Oh, yeah. All right. Reprimand, scold, okay. So this was from Gobo-san's story, and there was a baby on the aircraft, and the mother asked for the crib. Now, the mother left, and the flight attendant, the cabin crew, had to take care of the baby. Everybody was pretty angry with that mother. So when she came back, the flight attendant reprimanded the mother. Scold is for kids or dogs. Bad dog. Flight attendant we use a lot, but some people don't like it, so that cabin crew. Don't call me a flight attendant, I'm a member of the cabin crew. Because, they're crew members as well. Stewardess is kind of like that older look from many years ago. Now, financial derivatives. Again, I told this story how I typed it 10 times, tried to say it, forgot it, typed it 10 times, took a few months. But this word after the 2008 financial crisis, or the 2007 to 2008 financial crisis, after this, that word became more popular. It was used more. I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 5. On CNN, maybe a 6 or 7. And in movies like this, in The Big Short, you'll hear that type of financial movie with Brad Pitt. 상남자. Now, the way to say this in English, the best way to say this, the translation for 상남자 is Adam Richard Trepfer. Oh, just kidding. You can say stud muffin. He's the man. He's a manly man. A man's man. Maybe Gobo-san. Scary. It was so scary. Scary is usually used for kids. It was freaky. It was freaking me out. Creeping me out. I was flipping out. Have an epileptic seizure. Seizure. Seizure is the medical term. Chew someone out. Wow, the basketball coach was angry. He really chewed me out. He got on my case, got on my back. During the game, my cousin kept missing easy shots. My coach got on his case. This one's a little bit lighter. It's not so strong, right? My coach got all over him. What are you doing? Bribery. Verb is bribe. Kickbacks is informal. He's been taking bribes for years. Taking kickbacks would be more informal. Mr. An? Yes, he told a story today. My mom and dad, oh, by the way, Roman Catholic and Protestant are both Christians in English. Just like you guys are South Koreans and there's North Koreans, and both Koreans. However, in other languages, they don't use it that way. Fine. My mom and dad, they used to be Catholics for many years. They left the Catholic Church and they became Protestants. They converted. But they still had the rules in their head. So like Lent and during Lent and Easter, you're not supposed to eat meat. So sometimes they said like, I feel like we're not supposed to eat meat. That's been 20 years. We don't do that anymore. I also told a story after you get out of the military, you feel like there's all these rules, you know. I think that a lot of that's going on with the language instruction. Like we go to high school, for me Spanish in the United States, and we learn this style of like teacher teach, grammar test, and nothing happens. Phrasal verbs. Remember the preposition on the verb make up. You're making that up. That's a lie. Santa Claus is a fictional character. Santa Harpoji is a fictional character. He's a made-up character. Do you have a plan? No, I'm making this up as I go. Or go along. It's from Indiana Jones. Right? Invent. Boy, she was a piece of work, that mother. What context is this in? What? In what context do you use that word? In Gobo-san's story, that means she was pretty bad, but it could also mean like, woo, she's pretty, or something like that. She's something else. Something else means difficult, easy. I mean, it has many meanings, right? How's the OE? Oh, God, that's something else, huh? Or it could be something amazing. Did you see that game last night? That was something else. On a scale of 1 to 10, this word, this is like I'd say to 8. That's something else, huh? Or a 9. And here it is again. And I told a story about this Que Fuerte. Well, I can't do it. And debak, like 10 years ago, you guys did not use that term debak. But what does debak translate into? Well, I think one the Spanish would use would be how strong. They say it translate is how strong. So let's say there's a car accident, and two cars crash. So you see blood and bodies and limbs. Ooh, that's terrible. That's horrible. We would not say how strong. Again, the story I told is I went home and I asked my mom and dad. I said, Mom, when I say how strong, what do you think of that? Oh, that's like a gay guy drinking tea. Oh, that makes me laugh. Cracks me up still. You're full of it. What are you talking about? What are you saying? What are you on? What are you on about? I was asking Subom and those guys. Oh, I forget what they were saying. But this is a little bit different, right? How could it? No, yeah. Okay. Chime in, join in the discussion. Hey, I'd like to join in here. Can I chime in?